let's start painting. So, previously, we've been doing this building up for this Knight Questoris, all the magnetizing. And now, we're going to be doing painting, finally. For this part, instead of doing the models just like this, we're going to be doing an Adeptus Custodes style. If you remember my video previously, it's going to be like this style of painting. Without further ado, want to start priming? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's start going outside.
Alright, so protective everywhere, protective nose, this is important, protective eye, and we're going to be using as well flat black. This is the samurai one. It is very strong compared to the Mr. DIY's flat black. So we're going to just be priming that. We start with the neck, and then later we do the one. Legs first, let's begin. Alright. So I've gotten a stick there. The far away here, and then blast it. Hopefully the temperature does not fly me everywhere, because yeah, this is important as well. If it does, I'm gonna have to move the camera. So you know what? The wind did move there. So I have to stay away from the wind, push it outside. This is the length. Look at the distance I'm shooting the priming. And don't worry if you put the top here, because this doesn't really matter. What matters is here. It's very wet at the moment, so we'll come back to it. I have to put my hands away from this. Okay, get to the next part. Bye-bye. The wind's flying everywhere.
So after all that painting, here's one of them, and here's all the other boxes. There's a bunch of them here. And previously my plan was actually to do some Zenithal priming on these things. But later on, it got me thinking that it's not really a good idea, as I'm going to be putting a lot of metal, and what's the whole point in the end? So yeah, it's going to be majority metallic paints. There's like red color, like example here, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's like silver and gold. And then later, yeah, just some reds here, reds there. We're gonna have to find out. Without further ado, let's start getting our paint. And another thing is that I'm probably going to also paint it fast as well. So not really gonna use like the paintbrush that is accurate enough, except for some areas. Probably gonna use some sponge or some dry brushing. Let's see. I might also try out some airbrushing as well. Without further ado, let's go. Alright, so the first part is going to be adding some silver. So I'm going to be planning on areas such as here, especially inside, mostly the insides. The outside here is going to be gold, as I can think about it. There's some areas here, so this part is going to be silver as well. So yeah, the body part, the arm, this arm, yeah, this whole thing will be silver. Yep. Without further ado, we're going to be using this, either painting or airbrushing. Let's see how I can work with this. Did the silver come out? Okay, the silver is out finally. So it's very diluted. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. It's the first time of me trying it with the acrylic metal. Usually I will use lacquer, but I do not really have that silver now. Good testing. So you can see that the silver has splitted ways on my glove right there. Am I doing right? I do not know. Let's find out. Let's shoot it on this pipe. But at least the flowing is alright. Need some time to go and get used to it. Okay, wait. It is working, kind of. There are many ways to go and spray this and just see how the results works. Oh, gotta stay away from this. I'm gonna try this one. Alright, so this is the body part. We're gonna have to leave it alone because there's a little bit of... Okay, why would I say that? Okay, gonna just leave this alone because they're still in a drying start. So leaving all this area, there's a lot more silvers we still need to go through because yeah, obviously this is not really it. I don't even know if there is a spark, but if there is or is not, we're gonna do a little bit of a glow later. The first passing for all the silver metallics are done. Yeah. So now next part is I'm gonna clean this and we're gonna look for all the detail part that needs to be done before the gold. So yeah, silver is one of them. Yeah, the next one probably is maybe the red or blue color. I'm gonna try to look into this one and analyze. Yeah, red or blue. Still find out right now. My next part is going through the small details before all the gold and stuff. The small details, such as one of them is actually the eyes right here. So I was actually planning to put all these kinds of colors to make the eyes glow, and then I remembered that it's going to be covered with the helmet. So what's the whole point? Instead, I'm going to try putting just this solo, and if it doesn't work, then I will put all these. Okay, I'm gonna be trying out to see with the lights. Gonna be seen. It's a bit of a glow, but I think it should do. Next part, we're gonna do all the red parts. Here are all the colors that we need to use. This we start with this. And then follow with this and this, just to say it again. Corn red, Mephiston red, and then Evil Sun Scarlet. And sometimes we might be mixing Wild Rider red if possible. And I was planning to do some airbrushing, but later I just realized that if I airbrush some of these silver is gonna hit that, and I don't want to put tapes all over this. So I'm gonna be doing some large dry brushing, like so. Yeah, over that areas. Without further ado, let's begin. So okay, we're gonna test this one first. Okay, good. And also I didn't want to get a sponge as well. Though that's a good idea too. Okay, it's doing good so far. If there are some areas where it's hard to just dry brush it, especially when it's too thick of a paint, we just start stippling it. That should do as well. The good thing, this is a dry brush that actually can take damage like this. And then move the thing up. Okay, first result for the corn red will be like that. Yeah, also I'm happy for this medium brush. For some reason, my heavy blood, the bristles are too strong. So I would love to use this, but then later, yeah, it's a bit hard to go and do this versus my dry brush like this. Yeah, this is a bit better. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. That could be cleared up later. Okay, onwards to the others. Okay, we'll leave this to dry. I'll be thinking about the Mephiston red now. Yeah, this part we're gonna try doing. Oh wait, what am I thinking? Change all that, get rid of this. I'm gonna try adding some airbrush. This time with golden, since it's already diluted, since it's very watery. Yeah, we're gonna be trying to do that now. Okay, after all that part, the reds are all totally done. I kind of forgot some of them, so I did it kind of with some brush. Anyway, it's done now. Now we're gonna get to the gold. Here we gold. Hey, Retributor armor. Yeah, just like that. And we're gonna target them. So one of them here, and all those areas. There's some parts where it still needs to be silver, but we'll get to that later. Okay, without further ado, let's test out the gold, how they are first. Like, need one area that's not really seen too much. The back part here is either I just airbrush the back, because when I got a chance to go and airbrush it, yeah, this is okay. This part is a bit hard, and I don't want to use tape as well. So I'm just gonna have to use my brush with that part. Just brush. It's brush. It mostly is brush for this thing. However, this will be airbrushed. So yeah, without further ado, enough of the planning. Let's get to this. Okay, so my good and bad about this. So let's put a comparison. The good is that it's very smooth finish, right? Compared to this. You know what's the bad? There's a lot of layering I had to do. Layer, hair dry, layer, hair dry. All for that amount of paint to be used. So, guess that's how it is. We're gonna try it again. I'm gonna add it here. So how much was that? I think around like 4 layers. And how much paint did I use? Okay, 4 layers. Sounds about right, I guess. It's time to do the others. Another thing that happened. I just realized I was mute the whole time. Oops. Okay. Let me explain what just happened last time. So, if you ever saw the one clip where I just was starting to spray this and later the clip stopped, it's because my camera ran out of memory. It was like 1 minute left. But yeah. And then later I recorded again, only to find out that I didn't turn on the mic. So, right now you just see me do this and then blow dry, rinse repeat until there is no end of this thing. There's too much Ming, and then yeah, just me doing that constantly. Okay, it's done here. Next part and next part. This part I think I'm gonna try doing the masking. After blow drying and gold and blow drying and gold, this is good enough for now. Let's just move on. I got this guy. So what am I gonna do? First of all, I'm gonna try to tape this area. That's one. Well, we can't really tape this part, but I'll show you the next thing. Masking! I did try to go and use the vortex mixer on it, so yeah. Okay. Well, it's supposed to be chunky anyway. So the important part is just to go and block all the red color. Okay, dry it up enough. Let's get to this. Why does my brush always like to be next to this? Next to the brush compressor. Never mind. So after all that masking and all that gold, moment of truth. Okay, there. The green mask should come out. Disgusting. Okay. I need my toothpick. Toothpick. Come on. Come. Okay. Here. This is the other one. Right, so although I missed out some areas, it's time to just put gold. I just put gold all over it, and yeah, fix it up with some painting of gold, and I'm good to go. This part's done, but gonna be thinking of adding some plasma field looking area right here. So busting up some white color, we're putting it over there, and then later airbrush the effects. Yeah, it's looking alright. So after testing, I got this one looking good. And it is 2 thin coats gigawatt blue. And we're gonna add some white. Ta-da! Now that's looking sparkly good. Alright, I'm happy. That's almost concluded. We're gonna start doing all the other details right now. Right, everything is done with most of the gold. There is one last part of the gold, which is, get this, the body. So yeah, these areas are gonna be gold, and we're gonna start painting them with brushes. completely done. Let's go to the showcase. You know, the first impression that got me thinking is that at first I thought it was either too gold or too red, because the Adeptus Custodes is like, it's very gold and everything. But later on, as time goes by, when I start airbrushing and painting, and especially this top actually, it's very impressive. In the end, it looks very good, and happy for this. Well, you notice that I didn't cap this right yet, because there is more to do later on. Like example, this part. Yeah, this will be just a little short going on about how I'll be painting this. But yeah, and afterwards, gluing that. And this thing is completely finished by then. Well, that's quite a big project for the night. And gotta say, it is an experience. And yeah, without further ado, thank you so much for watching this journey of building and painting this Knight Questoris of the Imperial Knights. And like and subscribe for more. Leave a comment down below if you like more feedbacks and stuff about the Imperial Knights and my painting as well. Thank you everyone for watching. This is Omni-Meng. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. This video is brought to you by Underground Hobby Shop. Go to Lazada, type Underground Hobby Shop for all your Warhammer and miniature needs.